Welcome to Movie Story, where we bring your favorite films to life with thrilling recaps and deep dives. As John becomes suspicious, Maddie bangs on the glass window to get his attention. As soon as John turns to look, the killer slashes his neck. Despite his fatal injury, John uses the last of his strength to give Maddie a chance to escape. Maddie runs to the back door but stops. She imagines that with her leg injury, she would be easy prey for the killer. She decides to stay inside and fight back. John dies. The killer, now aware of Maddie's cat, prepares to kill it. Before he can, Maddie aims the crossbow and shoots him in the shoulder. She runs into the house, but the second arrow she has falls on the doorstep. She reaches for it, but the killer slams the door on her hand and steps on it, trapping her. She screams in pain, but then gathers her strength. Using her blood, she writes on the glass, "Coward." This provokes the killer, and he smashes through the door. Maddie runs to her laptop and types a description of the killer, but he is already behind her. She dashes into the bathroom and locks herself in. Dizzy from blood loss, she nearly faints. Suddenly, the killer climbs through the window behind her. She does not hear him approach. Just as he is about to stab her, she senses his presence. For the first time, she reacts faster than him. She dodges his attack, kicks his leg, and runs to the kitchen to grab a knife. However, she collapses from dizziness. The killer approaches to finish her off, but she sprays insect repellent into his eyes, temporarily blinding him. She then turns on the fire alarm at full volume, disorienting him further. Despite his struggle, the killer manages to grab Maddie and begins strangling her. She reaches her breaking point but musters her final strength. She stabs him in the throat, finally killing him. Exhausted and injured, Maddie calls the police. She sits on the doorstep of her house, holding her cat, waiting for help to arrive. Our movie begins with Maddie, a successful author who lost her ability to speak and hear permanently at the age of 13. She lives alone in a house in the middle of the forest to devote herself to writing her new book. Her friend and neighbor, Sarah, asks her to stop by and visit her for a while. Maddie prepares food until her friend arrives and tells her that she really liked her latest book. Maddie forgets the food in the oven while talking to Sarah, and it burns. The alarm in the house goes off. Maddie runs to turn it off. After a while, Sarah returns home, leaving Maddie to finish her work. Night falls, and Maddie tries to continue writing, but her mind is distracted by her friend Craig, who calls her. She does not answer. She starts cleaning her kitchen, which overlooks the forest. While she is cleaning, Sarah comes screaming and crying, trying to open the door for Maddie. However, Maddie has her back turned and does not hear anything due to her hearing loss. Sarah keeps screaming until an arrow hits her back. A masked man appears and kills her at Maddie's kitchen door, stabbing her repeatedly until she dies. The masked man then drags Sarah's body and looks at Maddie. He knocks on the kitchen door, but she does not react as if he is not there. He realizes that she cannot hear him. He then kisses Sarah's forehead in front of Maddie's house, confirming his sinister intent. Maddie's friend Kirk calls her. She smiles at her phone while standing in the kitchen and then returns to writing her book. Meanwhile, the masked man enters her house through the living room door with ease because she left it open for her cat. He stands behind her until she receives a FaceTime call from her friend, Max. The masked man takes her phone, and Max tells Maddie that she saw something moving behind her. Maddie assumes it was her cat and hangs up to check. When she finishes writing, she notices that a picture has been sent from her phone to her laptop. It is a photo of her searching for her cat outside the house. The last picture shows her sitting at her laptop just seconds ago. Maddie gets up and goes to the balcony. She sees the masked man standing outside with her phone in his hands. Terrified, she runs to lock the living room door and the rest of the house. The masked man circles the house while staying out of sight. He cuts the electricity, disconnecting the internet. Then, he slashes the tires of her car to prevent her from escaping. Maddie grabs a pen and writes on the glass, "I won't tell anyone. I haven't seen your face. I won't report you. My friend is coming over soon." The masked man stares at her, then removes his mask and says, "I know you're alone. No one is coming. I can come inside any time I want, but not before I torture you first." He tells her he wants to have some fun before killing her. Terrified, Maddie runs to hide in her room. Suddenly, she sees a shadow outside her window. It's Sarah's lifeless body, which the killer is holding up to scare her. Maddie runs away from the room, crying. She starts thinking of a way to get Sarah's phone. She turns on her car alarm to distract the killer, then rushes to Sarah's body, which is lying under her window. She searches for Sarah's phone, but before she can find it, the killer spots her and charges toward her. She barely makes it back inside and locks the window. She grabs a hammer, and when the killer reaches through, she strikes him in the arm. She quickly shuts the window and watches his movements closely. Realizing she is trapped, Maddie runs into the forest, thinking she is lost. Suddenly, an arrow strikes a tree next to her. She decides to return to the house before he catches her. She climbs to the second floor, sneaks onto the roof, and throws a flashlight far into the forest to distract him. As she tries to climb down, the killer notices her and shoots an arrow into her leg. Despite her injury, Maddie manages to take the crossbow from him and runs inside, locking the door before he can enter. She attempts to treat her wound and notices markings on the crossbow, indicating that the killer has murdered 11 people before her. While she is tending to her injury, Sarah's friend, John, knocks on the door. Since Maddie cannot hear him, the killer rushes toward John, pretending to be a police officer. He claims that someone inside called for help. The killer shines a flashlight in John's face to prevent him from recognizing him. He tells John that someone attacked him, took his gun and badge, and ran inside. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Movie Story for more amazing movie recaps. Let us know in the comments which movie you'd like us to cover next. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.